All right, so today's video is all about you if you have a million and one things that you need to be doing for your real estate business and you really don't know how to prioritize them. I want to give you a very simple framework to follow to really start ticking off the tasks that are the most important to you. What is up? Emmanuel here, back again, founder and senior brand strategist over at Square One Group, where our mission is to help you identify your expertise so that you can scale your real estate business. Now, topic of conversation is really coming to you today because of multiple conversations I've had with agents. And at the end of the day, they're entrepreneurs and they want to grow their real estate business. And because they want to grow their real estate business, they have this laundry list of things that they need to be doing in order to grow that business. But because of this laundry list of things that they need to be doing, it's probably giving them, or it isn't probably, but it is giving them a super high level of anxiety because they don't know what to tackle first. And so I wanted to spend today really trying to simplify the process of understanding what you need to be tackling in order to really start scaling and moving the needle for your real estate business. And I also want to give you a little bit of a framework to really put all of your tasks against so that you can start focusing on working on really what matters to grow your business. All right, now before I get into the good stuff for today, I got to give a quick attribution shout out to one of my mentors, Taki Moore. It's simply because this talk that I'm about to present to you is a talk that he presented to me and my team, and it was just way too good, and I think it's going to resonate really, really well with you because many of you guys are probably working on 100 different projects, or we like to call them shiny objects, all at the same time, and it's really getting you nowhere. And instead, what I want you to be able to do is to start prioritizing the tasks that are really going to be moving the needle. And that really is kind of the purpose for today's video. Now, I want to start today's video really by talking about a little bit of a story you probably have heard of. And that is the story of the tortoise and the hare. Now, to quickly recap, the tortoise and the hare, they were in a race, and long story short, the tortoise won because the hare was too busy trying to do way too many things. And the reality is, this is very analogous with your business right now because chances are you have 1,000,001 things that you're trying to do. You're probably trying to master social media. You want to do paid ads. Hey, maybe you're doing postcards also. Maybe you're trying to build out a website. Oh, let's not forget that, maybe you have to take some calls for some prospects. All that coupled with the fact that maybe you have a listing that you're trying to sell, or maybe you have a client that you're trying to find a house to purchase for. Long story short, when you're doing way too many things all at the same time, it's actually the quickest way to burnout. So instead, what I really want you to start thinking about and really looking at your business through is the lens of the tortoise. And that's simply because through the lens of the tortoise, we now realize, or we can realize, that the tortoise was really playing the long game. Look, at the end of the day, you need to start working incrementally on tasks one by one and make sure that they're done correctly. And as soon as that one task or one main task is completed, or that main project is completed, then you take a pause, then you kind of reflect, and then you move on to the next big task, the next big idea. And it really allows you to slow down and to focus on one thing, because at the end of the day, if you're in this real estate game for the long run, you do not want to spend your first 3, 6, 9 months, year working on 100 of different items and just burn out and feel exhausted after 1 year, when realistically, you probably want to be in this real estate game for multiple years, maybe multiple decades. So we want to go slow and methodical, and that's really what's going to win this race for you. Which all really brings me to the point of today's little YouTube video, which is all about the idea of the Big Easy. Now, what exactly is the Big Easy? It's really a super simple framework that you can use when it comes to deciding what you need to be working on at any given point in time. And the way it kind of, well, actually, you know what? Let me hop into my iPad right now. Let me kind of illustrate to you exactly how to use this very, very simple yet ridiculously powerful framework. So check this out. Okay, so the way that this framework works, it's very easy. It's really kind of looking at all of the tasks that you have through a very simple chart. All right, so let me draw out a chart for you real quick. All right, there's our little chart. Now, on one side, or really the x-axis of this little chart, we have ease. And on the other side of this chart, on the y-axis, we have opportunity. And actually, let me add these arrows here real quick to kind of illustrate a little bit more the Big Easy point or framework. Now, the idea of the Big Easy really plays out like this. What you're gonna need to do is you're going to need to take all of your tasks, everything that you wanna be working on, and what Taki recommends, and what we do when it comes to really planning out our Big Easy, is that we want to really start jotting down all of those items into little cards or little boxes. So this is my example of me putting a bunch of ideas on little, maybe post-it notes or little cards throughout this little graph or this little chart. Now, once you've written out all of these tasks or these projects that you want to work on, now we want to start prioritizing these tasks, all right? And you're really going to be prioritizing it based off of what will give you, or what will yield you, the highest opportunity with the greatest of ease. So you might find that as you kind of rearrange some of these tasks, some of the stuff is going to start looking like this. Well, the way the Big Easy framework works is that we only want to be focusing our time and our effort on the tasks that yield us the highest return on our time, or the highest opportunity, and the ones that we can complete quickly, or the easiest. So in this particular case, the Big Easy, or with regards to the Big Easy, we really should be focusing on the tasks that are kind of centralized in that top right-hand corner. So tasks like these here. These would be considered our Big Easy. These are the tasks that we should be focusing on right now. Everything else should be kind of just put off or taken off the list until these main tasks are completed. And of course, we're going to want to complete them all one by one. There, like I said, a super simple framework to start really looking at all of the tasks that you have on your to-do list, so that you can start prioritizing them and starting to really move the needle on what will give you biggest results the quickest. Anyways, super quick video today, but if you want to jam on a little bit more about the Big Easy, highly recommend you join our free Facebook group, leaving the link in the description below. But aside from that, hope you enjoyed it, and if you enjoyed it, then check out this video right here. Bye now.